I feel very naked in today's video because I'm just wearing like a little like Fabletics sports bra shirt thing. It's very cute, but I feel like we went from these like full winter outfits to like bathing suits instantly. Welcome to Canadian weather. Hello my friends, today I'm here with a review for you on a mascara that has been very hyped up on YouTube. This is the brand new L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I've seen channels of all sizes reviewing this mascara and giving it beautiful reviews. So of course I had to try it out for myself. Now here is usually where I would go and we would take a look at it on the L'Oreal website or the Walmart website, wherever I bought it. But I actually can't find it on any of these websites for some reason. I know I've seen it in like every store that sells L'Oreal, which is most of them, honestly. But I can't find a page for this yet. So maybe it's just too new. So instead we're just going to read off the box, which is not something I love doing, but that's our only option right now. I did buy this at Walmart. I was going to buy it from Shoppers Drug Mart. That's where I saw it launch first. But it was about $20 at Shoppers Drug Mart. And that is way too expensive for me for a mascara, especially a drugstore mascara. Like I'll spend that in Sephora, but I'm not spending that at Shoppers. So I waited and then it launched at Walmart and it was a couple of bucks cheaper. I believe it was around $13, so definitely do that, especially if it's something that's carried to both. Wait for it. And while I'm flinging this around in my hand, this packaging looks a little familiar, doesn't it? It looks a lot like the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. We'll get to that in a second. So taking a look at the box, I have mine in the shade 200, Blackest Black. I know that they have other shades of black, if you will, and browns. It says 91% saw intense and volumized lashes, 98% plus saw a lengthening effect, 87% saw more beautiful lashes in a consumer test. All that, of course. Voluptuous volume and length, L'Oreal, blah, blah, blah. There's a little picture of the brush, soft wavy bristles. Blah, 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 blah. On the back, it really just says more than 200 bristles hold maximum volume for a dramatic volumizing charge to catch every lash. Suitable for sensitive eyes. I didn't know it said that, whoops. Really doesn't give you any extraordinary claims on the box. It really just is a normal mascara type claim. So I kind of teased before that the packaging reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and the wand really reminds me of that too, but easier to use. Because the Better Than Sex mascara wand is very hourglass shaped, whereas this one is still very straight. And actually that's why a big chunk of the reason I never really liked the Too Faced mascara is because of that intense dip in the middle. I find it very hard to reach every eyelash, whereas this one, it's a little bit, I find it a little bit easier to use. A lot of people will say and have said that, you know, mascaras are usually best after they've been open for a couple of weeks because they get to dry out a little bit. And while in my experience, practically, I totally agree with that. I don't believe that that's the way it should be, or that's the way we should be looking at it, because really when you get the package and you open it up for the first time, much like I did with this mascara this morning, that's the way the brand made it. You know what I mean? That's the way, this is fresh, this is brand new, that's the way they chose to give it to me. So with that said, you know, with mascara, there's typically wetter formulas and drier formulas. This one I definitely would say leans more towards the drier side, but it still has enough wetness to it that I don't find that it really flakes or is hard to put on my lashes. It really built nicely, really created nice volume, separation, and length on my eyelashes. One coat was definitely enough, but I did 2 coats anyway because I am extra. And I really think it gave my eyelashes a really, really great look. A problem that I've noticed with mascaras lately, even brand new tubes that I bought, is that they do flake on my eyes. I don't know what's up with my eyes, but the mascara likes to flake all over my face throughout the day. And even though this is my first day with this mascara, it didn't do that, so that bodes very well. I will say this though, that this bugged my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes to begin with, so maybe that might not be an issue for you for eyes aren't super sensitive, but I put this on and then my eyes were kind of angry at me for the next couple of hours. A little bit sore, a little bit stingy, not intense, but enough that I was constantly watering. And I would go and I would like stick a tissue in my eye to like kind of dab up some of the eye goo that was coming out, and there'd be mascara all over it. So just keep that in mind. I know it says it's safe for sensitive eyes, but if you do have pretty sensitive eyes, just be a little bit wary that this did bug my eyeballs. But overall, I think on first application, my first impression of this mascara is that I really like it. It did a really good job on my eyelashes, and I look forward to using it more. I mean, I really had nothing bad to say about it other than that it bugged my eyes. I mean, I really look for the jack of all trades when it comes to mascara. I really want volume, I really want length, and I really want separation. I really hate clumpy, spidery lashes. Like, make them look like they're thick and there's a lot of lashes and that they're very long. And I find that this one did all three, and I didn't have to layer another mascara with it, which is something I often have to do with other ones. Even my $35 Dior mascara goes on underneath a different mascara so that I get all three effects that I want. And I think this one did all of them by itself. Overall, I mean, I think if you can find a place where it's not that expensive, where it's not the $20 as is at Shoppers, I think it's a good mascara. It's definitely worth trying. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already. And I will see you next time.